Roger, Beryl, Mike, John, James, Marion,
We have a set of heated rollers, crystal glasses, of course the Generation Game doors.
See, we've got in my room this week. The harder you whip, the longer it gets. What a gay day.
Larry Grayson is here to play
The clock. Shut that door.
Larry Grayson's Generation Game comes to challenge from this Saturday at 7.
Margaret, Jack, Jane, Alec, Anita are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play
Shut that door. Oh my goodness. It's nice to have you here, and nice to for you to be looking in at home. We have a super show lined up for you in the next 55 minutes. Some delightful people popping in, some very strange and funny games to play, and a lot of visitors coming in, guest stars, and some that I don't even know about. So stay with us and enjoy the fun. And now I'd like you all to meet my best girl, Isla St. Clair.
Tonight to answer a question that's been asked of me and Larry as well, not once, but I think nearly 27 million times. And the question is, do our contestants get everything on the conveyor belt, whether or not they say it? And the answer is...
They don't.
Correct.
You see, when the prizes go by, afterwards we check with them the things that they've mentioned. That's all they get. They don't get anything else at all.
Whatever happens, they get the cuddly toy and a cuddle from Larry.
Yes. Yeah. The big kiss from you. Yeah, you look very good. You look very good tonight.
Thank you.
Shame about the legs. Anyway. It's going to be one of those nights. Anyway, Isla, could we now meet our first contestants who are here to play our Generation Game?
From Hampshire, mother and son, Betty and Keith Arbery.
Woo. Now, you Betty, Arbery from Hyde.
I am.
That's a Hampshire.
That's right.
Yeah, and you work as a caretaker for a parish hall.
That's right.
Like Ken Barlow.
Yes,
and I suppose that's your mission in life.
Absolutely.
And, hello. Hello. You're cute. And you met your husband, Cyril, when you were 15.
I did.
At a New Year's Eve dance, and you were wearing your first long dress of blue shot silk.
Yes. Yes.
So was I. It said after you married, you both ran a grocery business, and it was during that post-war period when fruit was at its premium that you had to be an expectant mother to get a banana.
That's right.
I did all right, and I was in the war, you know. Really? Yes. What a common fellow. That's nice, isn't it? It's a fish.
It's isn't it?
It's a fish, isn't it?
It's a swordfish.
Yeah, like I said, the thing at the end,
yes,
you know.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, you are Keith.
That's right.
You're Keith Arbery, and this is your son.
That's right.
Seems like a nice boy. And when you were a youngster at school, for punishment, they used to make you sit with the girls.
Yes, yes, they did.
And so, it said, it hasn't affected him, has it? And I shall find out. And it said, consequently, you spent most of your school days misbehaving. Well, of course, very much the same thing happened to me.
Yeah?
You know, when I was starting to mess about, they made me sit with the girls, and I ended up in Rodine. And, no one knew for 2 years. Hey-ho. It says you arranged your marriage to Mary. Oh, Mary?
Mary.
You married Mary.
I married Mary.
I see, you married Mary, and you arranged your marriage so that it wouldn't clash with your biochemistry exam.
Biochemistry final exams, yes.
Yeah, but the exam date was changed, and you had to spend the whole of your honeymoon swatting for your final.
Made up for it later.
Yes. I'm quite sure about that. And it's, you go through there, make yourselves comfortable, and... now we'll meet our next contestants who are going to play our generation game.
Mother and son from Arbery in Scotland, Margaret and Ray Kidd.
Are you all right, darling?
I'm fine.
Good, that's fine, Margaret. Now, of course you are. Of course you are. Just come forward like that so they can all see you in Arbery. Now, you are Margaret and Ray Kidd from... you are from Arbery. Your main hobby is amateur dramatics, and you often entertain the senior citizens by dressing up in your husband's boots, his trousers, and a cloth cap, and then you take out your teeth and then go into an impression of Moira Anderson. Oh. Well, I've been told something wrong. It said that...
Duncan McCrae.
Oh, Duncan McCrae. Oh, I thought you said Moira. Oh, fancy. She will be pleased. And it said here, now, you do a little recitation called The Wee Cock Sparrow.
Aye.
Do you? Well, now, I've never heard of that, Margaret.
Haven't you?
No, honestly, I haven't. Do a little bit for me. Go on, then.
This is usually done at Hogmanay, but no like this.
Well, it doesn't matter.
A wee cock sparrow sat in a tree. A wee cock sparrow sat in a tree. A wee cock sparrow sat in a tree. Chirping a wall as light as can be.
Oh, well, now then. Hello.
That was marvellous, darling. I didn't think to see the dear lad recreated like that. He was just a yard higher than you.
Was he?
Yes, and he was thinner, and he was very funny.
Oh, but
There was a funny thing about Duncan, do you remember? He used to speak so Scotch when he was acting, he couldn't make it a word he said.
I could do that here table better, no.
But then when he came in front of the curtain, he was so English.
Yes.
Oh, much more so than you, dear boy.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was one of his characteristics. He was a lovely man, though, and it's a great pleasure to hear that beautiful poem again.
Yeah, bless you.
Oh.
Thank you, John Laurie. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, John. Now then.
That's made me laugh.
I know. I think it's Gladys Morgan next week. Now, this is your son, Ray, and who lives near Arbroath in a small village called... Now, I can't say that. Will you...
Mithy.
Eh?
Mithy.
Yeah. When you were a little boy, you were devoted to your teddy bear. You took it everywhere you went until it became so battered it had one eye, one leg, and was almost bald. Which is why you cried when you met our producer tonight, when you came... Oh, dear. You should have seen him try to lift him up. You are very good with domestic chores, and you cook all the meals from Monday to Friday. You do. But you do the cooking from Monday to Friday.
Yes.
Then you must invite me up for a weekend. Well, now... feel like Esther Ranson doing all this. Oh, dear. She'll murder me. Well, it's grand to have you on the show, and if the other four are like you four, well, we're all right. So now, Isla, could you tell us about our first game?
The services provide us with an awful lot of good games. Many years ago, actually long before I was here, the Navy had a game putting on a diving suit. Tonight we've got two Royal Engineers, Tony Holman and Tom McAdam, and they've got a different rig on the same diving equipment, a different rig, and they're going to show us just how to put that on. And here with them to explain exactly what's happening, Staff Sergeant Barry Mackinson.
Hello, Barry. Very nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Now, your Staff Sergeant Barry Mackinson, but I'm going to call you Barry. So now,
Right.
Barry, they're going to get into the diving gear, and you'll tell us all about it. So could you start, Tony, right away? Now, how long have this is this is a new, considerably new, isn't it?
The suit's not new. It's been in service quite a while with the
how
Navy
long, Barry?
and the Army. 30 years, maybe.
As much as that? Oh, I see.
There are different versions of this suit.
Yes.
It's a dry suit, and which means that he can wear various clothes underneath as opposed to a wet suit, where the body actually gets wet.
Yeah.
The cylinder on the front, that's for suit inflation. The suit squeezes him at deck. So, and to stop the suit from squeezing, he can blow it up.
Yes.
Look something like the Hulk.
Yeah, and now what's going on now?
They have to seal off the neck, otherwise the water can get in, or if there's air in the suit, it can get out.
So that keeps the water out and the air in?
That's right.
Yeah.
And they put the neck seal on. It just simply seals around the neck.
Yes.
It's pulled over the metal ring. And then
And you can go to what depths in this suit, Barry?
you can go to all depths. The only thing that's going to limit you in this suit is the coldness of the water.
And
well, you can get suits nowadays that are actually heated.
yeah,
For
yeah.
extreme cold.
Now what is all this?
Well, this is a surface demand rig known as a Kirby Morgan. And he actually gets his air from the surface on this.
How long does it take you, Barry, to train, to get into this outfit?
We train basic divers in 4 weeks.
And what's this that's happening now?
Well, it's putting on the mask. To say this is fed from the surface by you.
Yeah.
The cylinder on his back is for his bailout, his
Yeah.
reserve.
I see. And that's it. It's quite good. How's he going out at night in that? And that is it. That's fine. Okay. Well, thank you, Tony Holman and Tom McAdam for coming in. It's very nice. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, for Tom and... Okay, now we're going to get our two gentlemen contestants, and Barry's going to do the. You come with me, you two boys. And what we're going to do, you see, we're going to get the boys into the outfit, and the game is to get them out of it. Okay, there you go. Could we have him up here? Is that all right? Right. Now, there's no one in this. This has been stuffed. And now, this is an old one.
This is the old standard diving suit. This has been in... In fact, the prototype of this started in 1838.
In 1838, as long ago as that?
Yeah, that's when the Army started diving.
And when they look at the shoes, I mean, you can see where they got the Hulk from and all those horror things. It's all from this. And now, what's this? Can you open this?
Yeah, certainly. Give it a swirl there. And coming up.
Oh, dear. He haunts us. Look, from his great success in Casablanca and the stagecoach, Johnny Vivian. And you went... All right, okay, I know. That's it, that's fine. Oh, to there. Now, what we're going to do now, it is the first one out of the diving suit, and of course you have to help him, you girls. So we start right now, and away you go. Okay, Ronnie. That's it. That's fine. Get the belt undone first. That's great. Good. Splendid. you forgot the teddy bear now. Very good, this, if you're expecting a heart attack. That's good, good. Right, that's it, darling. There we are. Right, there's God. Well then. Goodness gracious me. Oh, yeah. OK, Barry. OK, right, come on. Oh, that was very good in there. That was very close. No, I couldn't see just what happened there. Because, you know, now what happened, Barry?
Well, they just pipped them to it.
They just... Yeah. It was very close, wasn't it?
Yeah. Beautiful bit of rubber handling.
Yeah. And so how many then for...
10.
For 10.
10
and for...
Unfortunately, just beat it to 9.
So 9. OK, well, it was very good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Barry, from the Royal Engineers and Diving and Establishment. Sergeant Barry Mackison, and don't forget the diver. All right. That was really splendid, the four of you, because it's very difficult. I've been watching it at rehearsal. So now, Isla, could you tell us the scores on the doors?
Betty and Keith have 10 points, and Margaret and Ray, 9 points.
And so, Isla, could you now tell us about our second game?
Well, this is definitely the decade of dieting, and I think nearly everybody's calorie conscious. But I wonder if you'd know how many calories are in these kind of everyday dishes. Well, I'll just tell you, because I know. This fish here has got, believe it or not, 300 calories. The chips have got 200, the Brussels sprouts just 10, and the ice cream has 160. And I think that makes about 670 calories. So it's not too good for the dieting, really. But what we want you to do in this game is to decide how many calories there are in each of these 5 dishes. You're just going to see. So you've got 45 seconds to count the calories, and the seconds start now.
All right, away you go. And as you come down, you change over. It's for the entire meal. The entire meal. The entire meal, yes, put the calories out for the entire meal. That's right. As quickly as you can. Keith. That's it. That's it. All right, now, I don't know very much about calories and dieting, but we have someone here that does, and her name is Celia Furman. Celia? And so, Isla...
For dish number 1, very low calories, 110.
110. We have 550, but so, Celia...
420.
420, so...
Well, this could be your canteen lunch.
Yeah.
We've chosen reasonable quantities, and that's how we've kept the calories reasonable. Grilled sausages, no fat in the potatoes, vegetables are pretty low in calories anyway, and a reasonable serving of soup and sweet.
All right, Celia. And for number 2, Isla?
For number 2, we have 85 calories.
85 calories. We have 300, and Celia?
It's 630.
630. And that's just cheese and biscuits and milk. Quite surprising.
It's the calories from the fat that you're having with the butter and the cheese, and also milk. There are calories in all the foods that you eat, so you must be careful with everything.
Yeah. Fancy. Now, what have you for number 3, Isla?
Number 3, 850 calories.
We have 950, Celia.
1,210.
1,210. Now, this is like a Sunday lunch, isn't it?
Well, it is a big meal, so you should expect the calories to be high. You've Yorkshire pudding, you've roast potatoes, you've a big serving of apple pie cream, and don't forget the sherry.
I won't. But the... So that's that. Well, now, what about this one? Now, you have, Isla...
Margaret and Ray have 800 calories.
Well, we have 800 calories. That's both 800, but it is, in fact...
1,180.
Oh, dear, my goodness me. 1,180?
Yes.
And this is a salad?
Yes.
Which people, you know... Well, tell me about it, then.
Right, your salad, we have a quiche, so that'll have cream and pastry. That'll add it up. We have the coleslaw with salad dressing. We have a fresh fruit salad. It might be fresh fruit, but it's in its syrup with the cream. And again, we have the wine. Don't forget, anybody might be having 2,500 calories as a typical day's intake. That could be half, even though it's perhaps a slimming meal in some people's eyes.
And so we go on. And now, Isla, and finally, for meal number 5.
We have 250 calories.
How many?
250?
250. We have 450. But Celia?
It's 1,000.
Oh, no. Now, this is a continental breakfast. And, well, I never have continental breakfast. Anyway, I also have bacon and eggs. So, am I doing right? Am I better off?
Depends how much you eat, though,
Well,
and
I don't
how
have a lot.
it's cooked.
Pardon? No, well, just a couple of rashes, you know, and egg.
You may be better off, because with your croissant, they have fat in them when they're made.
Yes.
There's the butter, the preserve, and we have coffee with our cream as well, and it really does all add up.
Yes, well, it's certainly a food for thought. But thank you, Celia, for coming in. It's so nice to meet you. Celia Furman, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. All right. And now, Isla, tell us the scores on the
Names on the frames, Betty and Keith with 20 points, and Margaret and Ray, 11 points.
So we have to say to Margaret and Ray.
Margaret and Ray, we're sorry to lose you, but you do take back to our broth, Ken.
And well, we do hope it's been worth the journey coming down here to see you.
Yeah, I'll be fine to see you.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And now, Isla, could you tell us about our next contestants who are going to play our generation game?
From Shropshire, father and daughter Jack Lamy and Jane Bell.
Hello, Jack. Hello. You all right, are you? Fine. It's nice to have you on the show now. Oh. No, don't worry, I'll be fine. But when you married your wife, Sheila, you took her on a honeymoon to Chester.
That's right.
Spending every day in and around the Roman ruins. Well, that was different. Yeah, it was a chance to Caesar. And, no, don't. The scriptwriter will want more money. And it said you have a lot of associations with the sea.
From Appledore in North Devon, yes.
Yes, fancy. I know a few sailors.
Yeah.
And on the Victory. Well, you are a jolly Jack. And I believe you also had an experience where you once set fire to your trousers.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, it was in India during the war, and...
it is hot there, isn't it?
It is very hot. We're all in little shorts.
Yes.
Nutty.
I know, I used to wear them during the Blitz.
I was doing work on inspection with the CO, and I'd forgotten I was smoking. And then I realised what I was doing, so I nipped it, put it in my pocket. And marching back to the tents, I suddenly felt the
heat.
Pain in my left
leg.
And it was the... And I dived into the nearest tent, and I was afire.
Yes, just like Rita Hayworth in Fire Down Below. What a gay day. Well, but anyway, it's nice to talk to you, Jack, and it's very nice to have you on the programme.
Thank you.
And so now you are, how nice you look. Thank you. You are Jane Bell. You're from Shropshire, from Telford. That's right, yes. Which is very nice Telford. It's a new town. And it said here that your husband, David, proposed to you in a very romantic fashion. He got down on one knee in the middle of Woolworths.
That's right, yes, when I was serving behind the sweet counter.
Oh, how romantic.
Yes, complete with red rose.
Oh, that's lovely. Because someone got down on one knee and said something very nice to me in Marks and Spencer's. But I said, you'll never get me that way with a few broken biscuits. And... she's got a motel now, and it said you were married by 3 vicars. That's right. Oh dear! And your father said he said he did this because he wanted to make sure you were well and truly off his hands.
That's true.
Well,
yes.
why was all that?
Well, my husband's Roman Catholic and Church of England, but we were going to a Methodist church at the time.
Oh dear! Well, there you are.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you both on the programme. And over you go, over there. Get yourself comfortable. And now we'd like to meet our final contestants who are going to play our generation game tonight.
From Peterborough, father and daughter Alec Boughton and Anita Shelton.
Right. Hello. Now, you are Alec Boughton from Peterborough.
Very true.
Yes, and Alec, who is married to Mavis. You have 2 children, one being Anita, who is married to Richard. For 16 years, you were known as the George Formby of Peterborough. When you did, you and a colleague did a mime act performing to gramophone records of famous singing stars. Fancy. Well, I mean, if we played you a record of Leaning on a Lamppost, could you mime to it like you used to? You just move your mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
We just happen to have here.
Yeah. So if you'll just do that like that, you see. So and then you just mime to our recording. Okay. 1, 2.
I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I don't know if she'll get the way Hello, turned out nice again.
Yes, it has. Now, what about that was a surprise for you?
Oh, dear.
Well, now, the George Formby of Peterborough meet the George Formby from Nuneaton.
Marvellous.
Yeah, we're neighbours, you know.
It looks just like George, doesn't
Yeah, you
it?
do. It does look like George, doesn't he? Look like George. I think you do. Doesn't you think so, ladies?
You put him in Madame Tussauds.
Eh?
You put him in Madame Tussauds.
Well, thank you very much, Alan Randall, for popping in. And say hello to Anita as well while you're here.
Hello, my love.
And,
How are you?
And Alan, could you just finish like you're doing your act with the last, the fast bit, you know, of the song?
Oh, a quick burst on the ukulele.
That's right.
Right.
There you go. Right.
Here we go then. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Come on, join me. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady passes by. Here we go.
Now then, that was a surprise for you, was it not? All right, now you're Anita Shelton, and you used to appear at the Embassy Theatre in Peterborough as one of the Embassy babes, right? Yes. So did I. And you used to love playing with worms. Oh, God. You used to love playing with worms and weren't past eating them either. Oh, you did. Eat worms? Well, it's wonder you're here to tell the tale. Fancy that. It said your favourite TV programme is Shoestring and everything at home stops when you drool over Trevor Eve. Well, I suppose the TV is at the bottom of the bed is really, you know, like watching him and Shoestring. It's like... Oh, do you? You lie on the settee? Of course, Shoestring's like a worm, isn't it, really? Well, fancy. Isla, could you tell us about our third game?
It's not very often that I get a complete surprise in the generation game. Larry's always getting them, but I'm not. But tonight, I've got one, because I've just got this telegram, so they're up to something. So I'm just going to see what it says. I'm quite excited about it, actually. It says I'm fired. The game's about telegrams. Now, on the board are 6 telegrams, and we want you to decide which famous person wrote each telegram. There's a very good clue in each message, so let's have the first telegram.
Telegram number 1. Rome extremely hot. Stop. Spending most of my leisure moments playing violin. Telegram number 2. Have unearthed amazing new vegetation, which I roll up, put in my mouth and light. Stop. And calling it a potato. Telegram number 3. Ethel and I safely on board. Stop. Jimmy's clothes fit her. Stop. Hope nobody asks for a doctor on cruise. Telegram number 4. Everything going extremely well at Little Bighorn. Stop. Expect no trouble with hostiles, as last night they were singing and dancing. Telegram number 5. Thank you for a wonderful present. Stop. We'll keep it close to me. Stop. Understand it is called an asp. Telegram number 6. Lovely here at the beach. Stop. Only problem with tide. Stop. Keep getting feet wet. Stop. Doesn't anybody take commands anymore?
All right. All right, Isla. What have you for telegram number 1?
Nero.
We have Nero 2, and of course it said extremely hot, stop spending most of your leisure moments playing the violin, and of course it was Nero. So that's fine, and 1 each. For number 2, Isla.
Columbus.
No, we have Sir Walter Raleigh, and of course about stop, you know, lighting the potato in his mouth and whatnot, because Sir Walter Raleigh with a cigarette and the potato, so that's right for you too. Okay. For number 3...
You will be pleased, we've got Doctor Who.
Doctor Who? Well, we've got Dr. Crippen, and as you know that it was Dr. Crippen, because he sent me a telegram at the same time. Number 4, Isla.
We have Custer.
And we have General Custer, and it is General Custer. For number 5.
Larry.
Thank you for a wonderful present. Stop. We'll keep it close to me. Understood it's called an asp. No, who'd send me that? Except Bruce. Now, it would... Actually, it's Cleopatra. We've got Cleopatra, it is Cleopatra, so that's... And finally, you have Isla.
Well, we have King Kinnear, but I'm being whispered in my ear that, in fact, you mean...
Canute.
You do mean King Canute, so there we are.
We've got King Canute, so it is King Canute, so all right.
Okay.
All right?
Hi.
Here we are. And Isla, will you tell us the scores on the doors?
Names in the frames, Jack and Jane with 12 points, and Alec and Anita, 6 points.
Now, Isla, will you tell us about our 4th game?
If you've ever been to Mallorca, you'll have seen one of these and probably eaten one. It's called an Ensaimada, and it's actually just terrific, because I've eaten one today, and it's full of jam and cream and pastry, stuffed full of calories by our expert, Jose Perelio Schumat.
Hello, Jose. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. And so now you're going to make this, so away you go. This is oil. That's oil.
Put a bit on the pastry, are there?
Pardon?
On the pastry on the table, that's it.
Yeah, what happened? You've been rather liberal with the oil, Jose.
You don't want too much, no?
You know, well. So you roll it out like that. It wants your Richard here, doesn't it? You do this. No, that's lard. That's lard.
Yes.
Jose.
Yes.
Not butter, lard.
Lard.
Lard. Taking note of this, are you? You roll it over like that. Of course, I never went to cookery class, you know. I never did.
No?
I was never asked. Now you're going to roll that. You're rolling it over.
And that's it.
That's it. All right. Over you go. Over you go. Put your aprons on. Put the aprons on. You're all right, Joe, if you just put your aprons on. And what we want to do, first of all, is to roll it out, you know, as much as you can. And you're ready, darling. And it starts now. Over you go. That's it. Put some of the oil on the pin. The big pins, aren't they, really? Could never knit in them. You see what it is? You know, don't be afraid of the light, you just go at it. And start the twirling as quick as you can. It's the, you know, the pulling out thing, you know. Then roll them. When you get to the rolling, have something. Oh dear. I do. And then just wipe down your frog, and then that's it. That's it. Roll them. You mustn't whip yet. Don't whip till I tell you. Just roll them, but don't whip till I tell you. All right. All right. Now listen. I want you three. Stand with your back. Stand with your back. There, that's it. No, not you. You come over here. You just stand. Now, what you have to do now, you have to you whip them like 3 times, one at a time. Now wait till I tell you. Just 3 times. Now listen. The harder you whip, the longer it gets. And I've heard that before. Now, go. Oh! All right. Now the next one. All right, now do the twisting. No, wait. Twist it. No, twist it round. That's it, now. All right, now whip it 3 times. Right. Did you do it 3 times? That's it, you're in a ring. All right. All right, now 3 times. Whack that one. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, now the other one. 1, 2, 1, 3. Now twist them, now twist. Hold it up. I think you're in there now, aren't you? Right, now, 3 times. Whack it. Whack. There you go. Now twist. Aren't you Mr. Whippy? Right. All right, okay. Oh, dear. I'm sure I've seen you before in a chariot. Now, 5 out of 6. You are generous, Suze, yes. There you are. You've got to go in the oven and you're home and dry. Now, what about the other bits all over the place? Now, what about this?
I'm sorry about this one. It's not so good.
It's not so good?
Say 3.
3. All right.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad?
Not too bad.
Jose, how many?
4.
4. All right. And this one?
I say 2.
2 for that one. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Jose Perello Chino. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Thank you. Isla, tell us the scores on the doors. Isla, scores on the doors.
Jack and Jane have got no points. And I reckon you've got 20 points. And, excuse me.
Isla.
I reckon Anita have 12 points.
And so, here we are.
I'm sorry about this.
Don't be.
Your door. And would you like a bite? No.
Okay, here we go. Over there. Over you go. And, Isla, could you now tell us about our final game?
One of the places that I like being best in the whole world, I think, is down on the farm. And I certainly couldn't imagine better companions than 3 very good friends of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Wurzels.
Idle-dee-dum, Susanna's a funny old man. Idle-dee-dum, Susanna's a funny old man. Sing lassie, go rings, go la. Susanna's a funny old man. Idle-dee-dum, Susanna's a funny old man. Now this old sow, she had little pigs. Idle-dee-dum, Susanna's a funny old man. Idle-dee-dum, Susanna's a funny old man. Sing lassie, go rings, go la. Susanna's a funny old man. Idle-dee-dum, Susanna's a funny old man. Over!
Very good, lovely. Great. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tommy and Peter and Tony. And now, Tony, we're going to have our contestants to do a bit now. So, Tony, I think you're going to do some marking for us.
That's quite right, sir. That's
all right. Okay. So now, Isla, could we take the draws?
Draw the door, and
draw for the
whoever
doors.
gets the longer door has the choice of going first or second, so off you go. Well, in fact, you have the choice, Betty. What do you want to do? Yes? Okay, pop the doors
You
back.
want to do where?
Second. Right, fair
Second.
enough.
Well, first, well, don't move because we're going to see who's in my room this week.
All right, Doris, I'm off down the bowl for a pint. I'll leave you to see the Generation Game.
Well, of course, with that tune, we know that we're in Ambridge, and of course, that's the voice of Tom Forrest. Well, we all have heard Tom Forrest for many, many years, but we've never seen Tom Forrest. And so we're going to see Tom Forrest right here and now. All right? Hello. I'm fine. Oh, dear. Kate, I've been rehearsing all day for Tom Forrest, and what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I come in. I haven't got the straw in my ear.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, just a minute. This is the
No. Larry, if she's looking for a job, we want a barmaid at the ball.
Well, this is Tom Forrest, who's Bob Arnold, and I can assure you, although Gwen Berryman, who's Mrs. Archer, is a great friend of mine, but this certainly isn't Mrs. Archer, I can tell you that.
I wish it was.
I'm very delighted to see you. Thank you both so much for
And I'm on a
popping
date
in.
at the pub with you.
That's lovely.
Okay.
Thank you, Katie Boyle. All right, you two come over here with me, and you go over here. You stand there. Now, can we just practice it with the? Can we just practice the snort and the raspberry and the whistle? Go on, do it.
So.
No, do it. Wait a minute. You first. Go on.
Oh, sorry.
How very different from Faye Compton. Now, will you do your bit?
So.
No, just do the snort. Very good. Well, now, will you just come in, and then you come in, Tommy, and Peter, and do it. All right, off you go.
Right. Come on. Down and up, down and up, down and up. There wasn't no farmer and had no sound. Susanna's a funny old man.
Idle-dee-dum.
Susanna's a funny old man. And up and down and up and down and up and down. Now this old sow, she had little pigs.
Eggs.
Susanna, idle-dee-dum. Susanna's a funny old man. Susanna's a funny old man. And up and down and up and down and up and down and up. Now these little pigs, they have to be soft. Susanna's a funny old man.
Idle-dee-dum.
Susanna's a funny old man. Sing classic, go rings, go la. Susanna's a funny old man. Susanna's a funny old man.
All right. Over. There you are. All right. All right, darling. Over there. There we go. In you go. Now, could we just come around here, darling? That's fine. Now, could we just try your snort and your raspberry and your whistle first?
All right,
Right, go ahead. But could we just, you go... It'll do. Now, come on, you do it. And the whistle. Quite nice. Now, okay, all right, Tommy. All right, Peter.
And up and up and down and up and down and up. There wasn't no farmer who had an old sow. Diddly-da, Susanna's a funny old man. Susanna's a funny old man. And up and down and up and down and up and down and up. This old sow, she had little pigs. Susanna's a funny old man. Susanna's a funny old man. And up and down and up and down and up and down and up. These little pigs, they had to be stuffed. Uncle D-Dup, Susanna's a funny old man. Susanna's a funny old man. Sing a sing-a-ring-a-la, Susanna's a funny old man. Oodly-dang, Susanna's a funny old man.
Right. All right. Come on, darling.
Oh, dear.
I know, well, there we are. Could you just go over there just a little bit now? Would you come over here?
When you dress funny.
Now, first of all, Tony, Mark's here for our two friends here.
I tell you what, that was a blood-curdling performance. If ever
Well, I thought it was too.
Absolutely marvellous. And I was particularly impressed with the gentleman who did it in stereo. Very good. I reckon I'm going to give them 14 out of 20.
14 out of 20, good. That's very good. Very good. And Betty and Keith.
Well, I reckon I'm going to have to give them 15 because they did so much with their... No, I mean, that takes real talent, and I mean, the faces they pulled just like a Halloween lantern, wasn't it? I reckon I'll give them 15.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, over there. Over you go. Over you go. Okay. Did you ever see Norma Shearer in Idiot's Delight? All right, then, let's do it.
Okay.
There wasn't no farmer who had an old sow.
Ow, could you lie down?
Susanna's a funny old man.
You're rotten.
Aye?
You're not very good at that. You're rotten. Sure, he's rotten.
Who let you in?
The man at the door let me in. I just come in to say you were rotten.
I'll smack your face.
Sorry, he's with me, actually. Sorry.
You are? Is he with you?
He's with me.
You... Sorry. Well, what's he doing in here, then?
He was supposed to be at the back.
What are you doing?
Told you not to come in here.
Well, he's rotten. And that Isla Sinclair's no much better.
Smack his face.
Listen.
I wish I'd hammer.
That's me. Very sorry about
That's all right. No, I suppose you think you can do better. No.
Yeah, I can.
You are?
I can do better. I'm better than you any day.
Don't be so rude. Doesn't mean it that
Oh,
way.
I'd love to stomach us his gob. Come over here, come here.
I don't like you either.
Come on, come on. Aren't you ashamed of him, though, showing
Well,
him...
I'm only looking after him for the day.
What, for the day?
You see, I lodge with his mother.
Oh, do you? How is she?
Alice, lovely lady.
Oh, what do you want to do, then?
I
Now
want to do that.
You want to do what?
You should have gone before you came in.
Come on over here, then.
You got to bend your knees in. Denman, oh, he's a Scottish wurzel.
We'll do it. We'll do it now.
Behave yourself. And
Yeah, you speak.
Yes, a smile at the camera.
My heart goes out to you, the trouble you've got with this lad.
Oh, my life's clear.
Yes, I know, and what lovely shoes. Now then.
These are my bother boots.
You what?
Bother boots.
Your bother boots?
They bother me terrible. I can see right up your nose.
It's all right. No.
I try my best.
I'm sure you do. My heart goes out to you.
I try my best.
I know. I mean, I suppose when you were a little boy, you were all right when you first started off. Yeah, but what's gone wrong with you then?
I got up early in practice.
All right then. We'll do it then. We'll do it now. Now, please.
Right.
Actually, as we all know, it's not a little boy, it's a little girl, and it's my very good friends, the Crankies, and thank you for coming in.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And of course, thank you to Tommy, Peter, and Tony for coming in as also to join in the fun of the Generation Game. The Wurzels, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And now, Alec, could you just refresh our memories and tell us the scores on the doors?
Names in the frames, Betty and Keith with 15 points, and Jack and Jane, 14 points.
And what have we for Jack and Jane to take back with them, Isla?
Engraved crystal glasses, a carriage clock, and, of course, the Generation Game doors.
Thank you very much, Jack. Thank you very much. I did enjoy it. It's been great to be here. Bye-bye, Jane. Bye-bye, love. Okay. And thank you, Isla. This is your big moment to thank you. Congratulations on getting as far as this. The first question is, in which ship did the Pilgrim Fathers set sail?
Mayflower.
Right, the Mayflower. What colour is the dye made from woad? What colour?
Red.
No, it's blue. Well, all right. We still got one more. Yeah, we got one more, you dum-dum. I shall later. Now, this is... The next question is, what is a fertile area in the desert called?
Oasis.
You did it. You did it. Yes, you did. Okay. And what have we for Keith to take back home with him?
A television game and the Generation Game door.
Right, 5. Okay, Keith. Well, great score. And so Betty and I take our route to the loot. And here we go. Open the doors. All right, Betty, you're all ready to go. Everything you mention on the belt, yours to take home, everything you mention. And it starts now.
And on Larry's conveyor belt tonight, an electric vacuum cleaner, a food hamper, seems like a nice cuddly boyzoy, a slow cooker, a selection of German wines, an electric copper kettle, mahjong set, an electric blender, a silver-plated tea set, a drill and bits, a sherry decanter and glasses, a leather travelling bag, a carving knife, shopping board and towel, a table lamp, grow your own kitchen garden set, a coffee pot and coffee blender, bathroom scales and towels, a pressure cooker, a lady's jewellery case, 3 casseroles.
All right, Betty, here we go. And Betty, you have 45 seconds starting now to remember as many things as you can, and it starts right now.
Hoover cleaner, liquidizer, a bag, a cuddly toy, cassettes, coffee pot, pressure cooker.
The silver tray.
Silver tray, wine, a hamper, a grill, kitchenware.
The Hoover.
Decanter.
Decanter. The wines and the glasses.
The wines and the glasses. Pot roaster.
Yeah.
Jewellery box.
Jewellery box.
Kettle.
Kettle. The grill.
I've done towels and something.
The grill.
Grill.
Scales. The weight scales.
Scales.
Well, she's got. She hasn't got a lot. All right. Good night. God bless. See you next week at the same time. Good night. I love you all very much. I love you. Good night. Good night.